Hello, everybody, and welcome to another scene in the Sept of the Howling Winds. This is right after Caroline was comforted by Tulia. She ate some of his home cooked food, and then he read her a story until she was finished crying, and she uh, she readied herself, wiped her tears away, began to exit his home. So she steps outside and walks a little bit.
Sierra's right in front of her. Hey.
Hello? How are you, Sierra?
Doing okay, you?
Um, I'm I'm fine now.
Now? What's going
He has
on?
this look.
So,
um,
help you with?
she has this very confused look all over her face, and she's like, um, no,
You
Tolia offered to help me with something.
you see a Shadow Lord in the distance watching you. You said a confused look on your face. Is it flustered?
It's actually, there's a very tight tinge of a blush.
You see an amused look on my character's face.
So what's going
She,
on?
um, well, Tullian offered that he could be a part of my my own personal family, since I do not know my own.
Huh. Okay. How do you feel about that?
She kind of like holds onto her chest and she'll say, "It makes me feel safe."
Good to know, then.
You see my character looking around, making sure no one else is watching this, and is going to intimidate anyone who comes across this private scene.
He even offered to search for my real parents.
I didn't know they were missing.
I I assume you've heard since the moot, which has been a while, that I have had amnesia. I'm sorry for assuming.
There's ways I can fix that.
I Tulia believes it is not best for me just to awaken that knowledge, and that he would investigate. I don't know if. He said maybe there is a reason I don't know.
Tim needs to make a curiosity roll.
Veronica looks at Caroline. Does anyone outside this Karen know about your amnesia?
Just the Sept. And the Sept that I first was a part of, they know of it too. As I walked onto that Sept with nothing but with not even clothes, but I knew my name. And she'll like nod, and then she'll say, "I was completely open about this because I believe, except that they know everything about me, especially if there is something dark hidden within my past that I do not know of."
I'm gonna get Sierra's attention really quick.
All right, that's not too hard to do.
I'm sure the elders may have looked into something. Maybe you might want to do some digging yourself, just to see maybe there's additional information we can get.
Probably be a good idea. Worst case, I can just confirm the information they get.
What would be lesser spirits that know unicorn?
Doves.
Maybe one of them might know.
Can see into that.
How long have you been crying, Caroline?
I've cried for a little while, but most of the time I've been keeping the tears to myself and only crying where I am near a unicorn, his shrine.
Okay.
I suppose the shrine is probably overflowing with my tears by now.
It probably is at this point. Have you been doing this since you arrived at the Karen?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Have you been doing this since you
That was
arrived at the Have you been doing this since you arrived at the Karen?
no, it's I felt a little bit, well, not sure of myself, but thing that I needed to do was for my purpose. The more I was learning about myself, the more I realized that my purpose was. And the only way I could have known that is if I knew my family. Now, explain to me that perhaps my purpose is just to live. And I feel like perhaps that is the best decision. That I don't need to worry about those things, and I need to find other things to keep my mind active.
Do you think that it is a good idea because a legend said it? Or do you think it is a good idea because you feel in your heart it's a good idea?
Because I feel it in my heart. He resonated something with me. And then she says that a blush starts to spread across her face again.
So, Carolina, what are you planning to do about this? Giving her a stern look.
Well, Talia offered to teach me a few rites so that I may keep my mind active.
Occupation can help in some ways. But you also look like...
Perhaps I should find...
But this won't stop. You need to figure out what you're going to do about this. What's your aspect again?
Yes, and I feel as if... Well, Talia did offer to look for my family.
That is good of him.
She nods, and she's like, I'm surprised he would do something like that for one as me.
He seems to be outgoing. He has different strengths because he's a Galliard, but you are a Theurge. There's different powers that your Auspex has. Individuals like Sierra, Lies with Dragons, has learned of these powers. Knowledge is just at your fingertips if only you learn to grasp them.
She nods.
Out of game, I'm looking to bolster your morale, so you'll be a stronger character.
Yes, I wish to learn everything that I can. Perhaps I should also do something to... Maybe I should come up with a hobby. I know not of what I would be good at, though, as my interests only lie in reading.
My character looks over between Caroline and Sierra.
Yeah. What's Sierra doing right now?
Uh, just listening, I suppose.
Power's there for you to be great if you just look for it.
Caroline looks at Sierra and she says, "Well, I believe my tears have all been dried, and I do not wish to dwell on things that have been making me sad. Do you perhaps wish to?" She frowns and then she looks at Veronica and then she says, "I do not wish to exclude you from anything. I am sorry."
It's not a problem. You could probably learn more from the Foster and Theurge.
Yes,
Nodding respect.
indeed. I was offering or was asking if she still wished to work on talents together.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
She smiles.
The character perks up hearing talons. If anyone wants, they can make a subterfuge roll to learn on anything empathy wise with Veronica.
Let's see.
If you don't have that, you could even roll tribal lore.
What statement are we?
With hearing me perk up with the word Talon.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll perception empathy.
Okay.
I've got 4 successes.
Did you roll empathy or subterfuge?
I rolled empathy.
Okay. So you know with the empathy roll, Tim, that she. Okay, cool. He looks like you guys got it. You each got how many successes? Like, I don't think it's
Caroline got 2.
okay. You notice with her is like she's very interested in terms of it's something powerful.
Okay.
Out of game, Shadow Lords love Theurges.
Would you like to watch, Veronica?
I'd love to.
She'll look at Sierra. Do you mind if she watches?
I don't mind having people watch.
Thank you
Do
for
what?
the invitation.
Okay. Okay. Um, where would we want to set up the ritual?
Come on, we'll have to do a quick hunt. We're stepping sideways for this.
All right.
Okay. I don't have to roll for it, do I?
I don't know in these scenes. I'm sorry. They
Recently, she hasn't been making us roll for it. That's why I want to double check.
I only did the subterfuge thing just because I felt that was basic if people want to know something interesting.
Oh, well, Sierra did roll empathy with 4 successes.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think worst case scenario, even if someone botches, Sierra can get them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't want to know
I mean,
how has
it's stamina primal urge.
to go into the Umbra.
Yeah.
Stosis, I thought.
It's Gnosis.
Oh, Gnosis primal urge.
No, just Gnosis.
Just Gnosis.
Oh no, that's
However,
changing. Oh, I don't really
transformation is
know.
okay. So it's a Gnosis roll to go through the gauntlet, and Karens usually have a lower gauntlet rating, which is what the difficulty is.
Okay, so it's a Gnosis roll.
Gnosis roll versus the gauntlet as your difficulty. Your successes determines how long it is to get in the Umbra.
She'll look at into the nearby pond at her reflection to go through, or like a puddle or something,
We're gonna
just to
actually
see
roll.
her reflection.
We're gonna actually roll. Let's get it, I guess.
So
You're,
just roll
you're
your Gnosis.
yeah.
I have no clue what the diff is, so. Is it diff
You're good.
4?
Yeah, you're good. Sierra's also good.
All right, just give me one moment.
Dang, Sierra has a lot of Gnosis.
So that looks like 2 successes.
Yeah, she does. Okay. So we're all in the Umbra. Caroline has that look about her. She has the silver hair with shadowy black tips and a unicorn horn, and she kind of glitters.
Sierra's on fire.
Veronica looks like she's pulsing with electricity.
All 3 of us are amazing in the Umbra. What? Now
And
about making blast talons.
yep, come on.
She'll follow.
We need to find a fire spirit. And she'll start to walk along. And she'll kind of notice some of the spirits hovering around Caroline.
They're kind of like swarming to Caroline, or they're at least like there's a number of them that are coming closer to her.
Sierra's going to say, and I think we found the person that we're going to hit up for this. Out of character, how much does Caroline weigh?
Uh, she is 5'10", so
She's taller than Sierra. That's hilarious.
Sierra's 5'10".
Sierra's like 5'7", 5'6".
Oh my God, she's taller than Sierra.
Yeah, Sierra's not a tall woman.
Well, I I'd say she's pretty slim. So like say, hmm, women's structure
Bless you.
based on the height.
Okay, I need to check one thing. I need to make sure I can actually do this. I'm sorry. Oh no, wait, it's way up there. I'm sorry, Sierra has a very hilarious idea for a thing.
Okay.
Also because Theurge's life. Um, she's starting to get a little cray now. Uh, there we go. Yes, that's what I needed to know. All right, so if unless Caroline is not okay with it, Sierra will ask. Make sure Sierra will say, "Hey, I'm gonna do something a little crazy. Is that okay with you?"
I suppose a little bit of crazy is always within the Theurge book, so that is fine.
Okay. Sierra's picking up Caroline, and she's basically using her as like a beacon to start getting fire elementals. Just booking it through the damn city.
She will stretch her arms out, and like as Sierra's picking her up, it's like do like the Titanic style going on.
As Caroline may notice, oh shit, Sierra can lift Caroline without too many issues.
Oh shoot!
Um, do we want to role play through the whole like process of finding a spirit, making the proper chiminage and binding it? I'm not sure if I have the ability to do that.
Mm-hmm. Lindsay said we could like roleplay it since you've done this before, which is why I was.
Okay. So a fire spirit is eventually found. There was a small fire
Yeah.
in the city, and it caused some elementals to show up. But they notice Caroline and they notice Sierra, and they start to make their way over.
They're like, "Yo, bro, what?"
Actually, you know what? They come up. For those of us with spirit speech, it does sound like they have. Yeah, they have. No. Yeah. And I say, "Hey, what up, fam?" We're looking at Sierra. Sierra's like,
My
"Hey."
character doesn't understand this unless they.
Sierra will be translating, and
Car- Caroline is going. I'm sorry. What does fam mean? Is that another word for flame?
what? Yeah, let's say that. Look, we came all the way from Oakland with it. Ooh, sorry about that. Out of character. Something happened with me.
That's fine.
Can I talk? Oh man. Okay, can I talk now? Oh dang, I think I just lost my voice. That's fun.
Oh no.
Are you okay?
Tim is okay. Let's power through this. The fire spirits will say, "Oh, there, I got it back."
Whoa!
Listen,
Yeah.
we came from Oakland for this. You need some or what? You need some burned down. You need someone burned down. You need someone to suffocate. You need something destroyed. Sierra sets Caroline down from flame spirits. She says, "Number one rule: spirits are not humans. They are not people. They don't talk like people. They don't have the same desires people have. They don't think like them.
Oh,
You have to think on their terms."
okay. Well, how are you doing, fam?
What? We just sit there and like they look at each other and look at the burning building and they're like, "It's going all right. Things are on fire. I approve. We approve."
Well, it. I suppose it does look lit.
They turn to
Ah.
Sierra and they just say, Yo, where'd you find her? Says
Oh
she
my god.
the newer part of the sept. And the spirits ask, "How new is she?" We don't even know who she is. She ain't even introduced herself yet.
Oh, well, I am so sorry. I am Caroline. Caroline Blanc.
Sierra pokes Caroline. Like there's more that she needs to be saying right now.
Oh, I am a child of Gaia Theurge, daughter of Unicorn. Clieth.
Isn't it pronounced Cleith? I thought it was pronounced
Cle-
Cleith.
Cleeth. Okay,
No,
I
these are
always
the
say
fire
Clieth,
spirits.
sorry.
These are the fire spirits debating amongst themselves. Eventually, they'll agree, and it doesn't matter. We can't set it on fire. Wait, wonder if we can set fire to concepts.
You know what you could set on fire?
Wait, what can we set
A
on fire?
thunderworm.
What's up? They get all close to Caroline and start flying around her and shit. They're like, "What can we set on fire? What can we do for that? What can we do? What can we do? Tell us what to burn. We can burn something."
Well, if I put you in object, you could burn a thunderworm. How does that sound?
Why would I burn thunder? Also, why would I want to go into an object?
Because you can cause destruction to a creature of the worm.
Or I could cause destruction to a creature of this house. Or just the house.
Yeah, out of game. Does my character,
Well,
when I hear, just want to ask, does Veronica hear when Caroline is using spirit speech? Does she understand what she's vocalizing, or
I've always seen this run differently. The way that I typically have interpreted it, and it is obviously very subject to ST change, is the theurge is speaking in a language you understand. So Caroline is still speaking English. Um,
okay,
it's just being put through the filter of spirit speech.
Caroline? Why don't you tell them you're bringing them somewhere to set on fire so they can make a bigger fire?
Uh, Sierra comes in, pokes Caroline. You have to offer cheminage. Spirits aren't going to think in greater rewards later like that. They literally can't be bound into something, at least by choice, until
she'll
cheminage
nod
is.
and she'll say, "Here, if I give you some gnosis, would you like to go into this?" Sierra brought some things for them to be bound into, right?
Yeah, Sierra has some. Sierra has some. Sierra has some stuff. She just kind of wants to see how Caroline does it.
If you take some gnosis into this object, and then you can still set something on fire. That's a win-win.
I can just keep setting that building on fire. How much gnosis you got?
You could. Or I could find ways to increase said fire. And she will pull up like some tinder and everything, and she'll put the gnosis into the tinder, and she'll say, "This is a gnosis infused tinder. Would you like this? I will give this to you if you go into this talon."
They both look at each other. One of the flame
Do
spirits
it.
say, I'm good. One of them. The other one's going to say, I could use some extra gnosis. It's going to be a temporary thing, right? It's not a fetish, right? I will set you on fire if it's
It's
a
not a
fetish.
fetish. It is not a fetish. After this has been used, you will be released.
Okay. Sure, I'm good for it. Who's doing it?
She will give it the gnosis to go.
Okay. How much
I
gnosis? Out of character.
do what, Tim?
How much gnosis are you giving it?
Yes.
Okay. And swallow. Alrighty. Cool.
Okay. And then I guess we're gonna be doing the rite of binding.
Yes, we are. Sierra just kind of wants to see. Sierra wants to see Caroline do it.
Okay.
Unless Caroline would really prefer having Sierra do it.
No, Carolyn's gonna do it. What's the role again?
Okay.
It's
Um,
rituals and
Rite of binding.
intelligence.
Rite of binding is a tad different. Um, what it is it's going to be a willpower roll. Um, you have to spend at least one gnosis on this. All right. The gnosis is basically to
Okay.
initiate the rite. Um, however, that
Gnosis
gnosis
that I
spent is
gave it
also
is kind of like
sorry.
that gnosis that I gave it is basically the gnosis used to use the rite, or do I have to spin another one?
It's another one because
Okay.
that chiminage to get the spirit to be okay with the binding.
Okay.
So you're going to have to spend another one on here, and that gnosis will also reduce your diff by 1. And you can spend more gnosis to reduce the diff further, but if you only
Okay.
have 3 gnosis, you don't want to be at 0 gnosis.
Okay. So what's the diff?
Um, I think for me, like it's generally ruled between 6 or 7. This is a smaller fire spirit. Sierra wouldn't be like, so here's like an incarna. Um, so we'll put
Hmm.
it at diff 6. So your initial gnosis will lower it down to diff 5.
Okay. No successes because I got 2 ones.
How many?
But since it's a ritual, do I get it just takes longer?
How many successes did you get?
I got 0.
Um, that just means the right straight up failed.
Okay.
So she does it, and then like everyone's waiting, and then nothing's happening, and the fire spirit's like looks at Sierra and says, "Damn, dragon, she really is new." Sierra's just gonna be like, "No, stop it! She's trying to get better at this. Everyone fails once in a while. It's all good."
She'll frown and then she'll say, well, I suppose I can try it again. She has one more shot because she has another point of gnosis.
Yeah, Sierra will look to Caroline and ask, "How much gnosis do you have?"
I have one more point.
I'm gonna go ahead and take that as Sierra's hearing like Caroline saying, "I have enough for one more attempt," and after that, I'm kind of like drained. Um, so Sierra's gonna say,
Hmm.
"I'm just telling you right now. If you attempt the right again, you are going to be out of gnosis, and you won't be able to step back sideways until you get it back."
She'll nod.
Managing your own personal gnosis is it can be a chore sometimes. You've done the majority of the work here, Caroline. Do you mind if I go ahead and do it, or would you rather go ahead and take that hit?
And then she says, "Would it be possible for you to pull me through?"
We're not in the same pack yet, so that wouldn't really be feasible. Unfortunately, we're not pack mates yet.
She nods. Well, then I suppose I could just meditate. That is fine by me.
Okay.
We could also talk in the Umbra for a little bit.
Okay.
I'd like to try to do this on my
You
own.
got it. And Sierra just kind of sits there and waits.
3 successes.
And it's done.
So I assume he goes into the not fetish, the Talon.
Yo, Sierra is currently clapping.
She smiles and she says, I still need a little bit of practice when it comes to this. That's why I asked for some help. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. Here's a bit of advice, too. Spirits don't always need gnosis for chimney. There are alternative ways of gaining that.
She raises an eyebrow. How so?
There are services one can perform for spirits to pay what
Oh,
you need.
do a task for them.
Yes. For
Ah,
example,
that makes sense.
a fire spirit would be very, 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 very pleased if you were to set something on fire for them.
Interesting. Just like how unicorn, if you protect the weak. Or heal those in need.
Yeah, pretty much. Every spirit's going to need something different.
I know that a lot easier to talk to when it comes to unicorn, but as they are of his brood.
Be right back, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Out of game, my character does not agree with helping and protecting the weak.
That's fair.
Literally, out of game, my character's just like.
Oh my God.
Like she's just low key like vomiting. like dry heaving. She's like, no, no, don't protect the weak. They need to get strong.
It's more like worse than that, her point of view.
I suppose I'll be doing this quite a bit, as we are needing a few of these talents.
Yeah, but
And she kind of looks off into the distance, and then like she says under her breath, "Mass produce." And you see her shake a little bit.
uh, is now a good time to end the scene, y'all?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
fine
fine.
by me. We can just say that they came over there to the Sept and the Umbra, stayed with Caroline for a bit. She meditated and then came back. Okay. Thanks everybody for playing. Thanks anybody who watched, which was nobody. This was this awesome scene of making talents.